What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I just finished watching the No Jumper interview with 16SHOTEM Visualz, AD, and Flakko, right? And in that situation I just watched, I'm normally against somebody spitting on another person completely. I am normally completely against it. But in that situation right there, that was the nicest thing 16SHOTEM Visualz could have done to Flakko in any capacity. The way Flakko was attacking his name, attacking his character, like name calling him, like time after time, trying to talk slick, trying to talk greasy. The restraint that 16SHOTEM Visualz showed all throughout that interview, it is to be commended. It is to be commended, applauded, so on and so forth. Because the dude, Flakko, was jumping out of his body. Like, he was getting way too disrespectful. And 16SHOTEM Visualz, for those who don't know, is a Chicago videographer or blogger. And he got street ties, right? And for him to have the street ties, he ain't no big game banger. He ain't never said he was no killer or nothing like that. But he got street ties, and I can tell, right? For him to show that type of restraint and to show that type of patience and calm and cool demeanor through all of that shit, I was like, wow, this brother is really, really a level-headed young man. Because I know a lot of dudes from Chicago that would have whooped Flakko's ass immediately or would have got on that. As soon as he started trying to press and talk crazy and talk slick, it would have been over with. The interview would have been over with 10, 15 minutes in. So for 16SHOTEM Visualz to sit through an hour of that, salute for that, right? Now, not even just dudes from Chicago, it's other dudes from any other place that would have got on Flakko's head, right? I'm telling you, I'm not mad at 16SHOTEM Visualz for how he handled himself at all. Flakko, the way Flakko was calling that man a clout chaser, a fraud, a liar, and then told that man to suck his you-know-what? Fam, what, fam? Are you crazy? Anytime a man invites you to his genitals like that till you suck his you-know-what, like, anything could happen to your ass. You better watch how you talking to another grown man. And that's a problem, man, with our people. A lot of our folks, when they have disagreements, we don't know how to talk to each other. Telling a man to suck yo, you know what, bro? Like, bro, I done seen dudes get beat up and shot for less in where I'm from, right? Like, I ain't even talking about like, man, listen. I done seen dudes get shot for, not even seen it. Not seen it. I've heard of dudes getting shot, being embarrassed, just being embarrassed in a situation. But you telling the dude to suck yo, you know what? Bro, you want everything to happen to you. Because why are you talking so slick and foul for? Right? All to defend Bandman Kevo? That's ridiculous. That's how I know Bandman Kevo got Flakko on his payroll. Because why is Flakko, the way Flakko was trying to defend him at every single turn without even listening to anything that 16SHOTEM was saying? Flakko didn't come with no facts, no evidence to nothing. 16SHOTEM Visualz laid all the facts out on the table, had everything on the phone explaining to him every situation after situation after situation, and Flakko was asking, and Flakko still trying to be disrespectful, being difficult, still calling the man a liar, a fraud, and all this and all of that, right? And all this stems from 16SHOTEM Visualz felt some type of way when they were interviewing Bandman Kevo or talking to Bandman Kevo, and Flakko say, "What's up with 16SHOTEM lying ass 16SHOTEM clout chasing ass 16SHOTEM clout chasing ass." As if he knew 16SHOTEM or had something against him, the way he was calling him, saying his clout chasing ass. So 16SHOTEM was like, you know, I ain't like that. I didn't like how you was calling me a clout chaser, saying my clout chasing ass was so much venomous, as if you know me or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was just this foul, crazy dude. So he wanted to come and have a conversation with Flakko face to face. And you know what I mean? And hear him out on what he was trying to say and then explain to him how he ain't no clout chaser at all. But Flakko was just, he was trying to go above and beyond. And from what I could tell in the interaction, Flakko was just looking for a viral moment in any way possible. He was looking to be disrespectful as disrespectful as possible in a viral moment. And he thought because 16SHOTEM was a videographer that he could say whatever foul stuff he wanted to say and stuff wasn't going to go left. Because he felt like 16 wasn't going to try him because Flakko, is a big dude or something like that. That's the only reason. He felt like 16SHOTEM was a videographer and he can try that with him because, hey, the videographer ain't going to do nothing to me, right? And because I guarantee you, Flakko wouldn't have did that with nobody else that he felt like was a real street dude with street ties. He wouldn't have said none of that if Bandman Kevo and Lil Durk had a situation. He wouldn't have said that to Durk. He wouldn't have said that to Keith. He wouldn't have said that to Reese. He wouldn't have said that to Herb. Nobody else. Not even just Chicago dudes. Any other region. He wouldn't have said that to no other street dude ever. But he felt like he can get away with that. We're trying to have a viral moment with 16SHOTEM, and it wasn't going to go left. But little did he know, shit didn't go good for him the way he thought it was going to go, right? And I say this because 16SHOTEM is one of the most coolest and level-headed bloggers in Chicago. Better yet, on YouTube in general. He's one of the most like cool, level-headed dudes that's in the blogging game. He was so patient and laid back with Flakko, while Flakko attacking him and attacking his character left and right. And again, 16SHOTEM should be commended for the patience that he showed all throughout the video, because somebody else, again, would have started being aggressive with Flakko as soon as they saw all of that hostility coming from that other side of the table, and would have been like, fam, what the fuck? What you on with me, man? What's your MO? What's going on? What's all this hostility that you got coming? Another dude would have said it immediate, like 10 seconds in. You know what I mean? But Flakko was trying to be the aggressor. It was instant aggression from his side. As soon as the interview started, I'm like, look at his ass, man. Like, calling the man a clout chaser, calling him a fraud. Like, again, other individuals would have went up to Flakko immediately and been like, what's up, fam? We can do whatever you want to do up in here. Whatever you want to do. But 16 remained calm and presented facts with how Man Kevo was lying on his name, right? Flakko didn't have none of his facts straight at all. He over there, like, I promise y'all, it was so obvious that Man Kevo paid the brother. The brother so shook, and he don't know what to say. He's stuttering and everything. Like, you know, and there's no disrespect to anybody that has a stuttering problem. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'll be stuttering and stumbling over my words, and when I'm talking on here. But from what I've seen, I ain't never heard that dude stutter so much in his life. He know he was lying, and he was kind of shook up because he didn't expect it to go the way he was going. Like, he like, shit, I didn't expect it to go left like this. I didn't expect this brother to have all these facts, and he didn't expect to look that bad on camera. Because 16SHOTEM told him, you're going to regret how you look in this interview. You're going to look at this, you're going to play this back, and you be like, damn, you're going to be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he know you jumping out the window for Man Kevo and don't got no facts to back up the whole situation. Kev probably gave that boy a stack, and he took the stack, and now his whole sole job was defending Kevo, right? But I'm listening to Flakko stutter. The boy stuttering over every word, sounding like Bubba from Forrest Gump. Stuttering over every goddamn word. Flakko in there saying like and right in every single sentence of his. I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, right. Bro, come on, fam. It's obvious you nervous as hell and didn't realize you walked into a situation where you could look stupid and silly, where you could look crazy as fuck. And then the other dude, how you looking foolish, and your credibility would be on the line. Because before all of this, everybody was talking about on No Jumper podcast, and everybody hating on Flakko, and y'all don't want Flakko to be, what's the girl name? Gina Views, whatever her name is. What's her name? I don't know, right? I don't watch it that often, but they was like, oh, the girl lying on him, making him, she just hating on him because how he come across in interviews. He ain't no ass kisser, so on and so forth. So the girl hating on him. And when I saw this whole interview, I saw the situation. I saw why that girl got a problem with him. His whole persona, he talk crazy to folks, talking shit to folks, and then when shit go left, talking about some, you will call the police. Nah, brother, because if you gonna call the police, don't be talking aggressively to street dudes if you don't really want that static and you don't want that action, right? Calm all that shit down. And the pot got stirred all because of him. Calling 16 a clout chaser, you a liar, you a fraud. Man, suck my, what? Are you crazy? Are you crazy, fam? That man could have left out of that in a goddamn ER, in the emergency room, or worse. Telling another man to suck your you-know-what. The nicest thing 16 could do was spit on that man. And again, that's the most lowest and degrading thing a person can do to another individual. But I'm telling you, tell a person to suck your you-know-what, fam? Oh, hell no. All bets is off, bro. Who you talking to? I don't know, in other regions, people may talk like that and just be a little slang they use, but I know where we from, and any other place too. But I can only really speak on my experiences here in Chicago, Illinois. If another man tell you to suck his you-know-what, oh my God, anything is up at that point. Anything is bound to go left. And some people may look like it's just words. It shouldn't be able to get you to turn into something, like into an animal. Words shouldn't be able to get you to turn up like that. I agree, right? It shouldn't. But at times when the person is being so disrespectful to you, shit, man, like it's whatever, because that's a huge sign of disrespect. What? Are you crazy, man? And again, Flakko was wrong in his approach, and he was too foolish and prideful to admit that he was wrong with everything. So what did he do? When a liar gets caught lying, or they get caught, backing up some bullshit, when they too prideful, they just keep digging that hole, and they're trying to stand on it further and keep pulling out bullshit out the air, pulling out more bullshit until they look crazy and they look ridiculous. And that's what Flakko was looking like, ridiculous, trying to make a viral moment, right? And then when 16SHOTEM spit on him and he spit back, that was just to save face. That brother didn't really even spit for real. The spit didn't go nowhere at all. Again, 16SHOTEM Visualz kept his composure for as long as he could until he heard the forbidden phrase, "Suck my you-know-what," and then he lost it. But I knew it was finna go left. I knew it was finna go left at the end of the interview when Flakko calling him a fraud, calling them this and that, and then I heard 16SHOTEM say, "I think you a goofy. I think you a goofy." Now, in Chicago, Illinois, when another man calls you a goofy, that's like calling you the B word. That's like calling you the B word here. He call you a goofy, he has no respect for you at all. He thinks you are the clown, you are a clown of the highest degree. And that's what 16SHOTEM was looking like, man. I think he was saying he thought Flakko was a clown. He wasn't on nothing. And that's why he called him a goofy. And I said, oh shit, his temperature is rising. At this point, the thermometer is rising in that young man. He ready for smoke, right? But good. But listen here. I'm looking at the situation. Thank God AD was the mediator. Thank God AD was there, because it could have gotten way out of hand if AD wasn't there, right? And shout out to the young Chicago brothers that's with 16, because in some situations, they would have whooped on AD ass just to get to Flakko for talking shit and talking crazy and being disrespectful. The dudes that was with 16. Shout out to them for keeping their composure and keeping a level head and say, you know what? Cool. And I even heard AD say 16SHOTEM apologized to AD and the No Jumper crew, not to Flakko, but he apologized to AD and the No Jumper crew and said, you know what? This wasn't even supposed to go down like this. I ain't mean to come up here on that at all. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna confront him with that confrontational energy, but he ain't mean to come up there and spit on dude or whatever. He ain't try to, come up there and stir up a physical altercation, right? And AD was like, I respected him for it, you know what I'm saying? And then Flakko started talking crazy again, and then 16 started talking crazy again once back to the dude, right? But he like, man, you, like, for real, them dudes show restraint, they show composure, you know what I mean? They didn't even try to, because in a lot of situations, if AD was trying to stop dude from getting touched, it's some dudes that would have whooped on AD just to get to Flakko, and they didn't, right? And then this AD and them gotta watch out, because dude Flakko is liable to put them in a fucked up situation, right? Because what if AD would have got punched out? If he would have got punched out and stomped out by them young dudes, or even worse, then what? You got a dude that's always trying to create viral moments on your staff, but ain't gonna back up the shit he talking. You know what I'm saying? He talking crazy and can create an environment that's hostile and crazy for everybody that's working that day. Camera crew individuals can be in danger and all that because you talking crazy to a dude that got street ties. And what if he was a hothead that didn't have a brain, that just would have came out and just started shooting all on set? You know what I'm saying? After you told him to suck yo, you know what? What if he was one of them hothead dudes that couldn't think for himself, that didn't have a brain, that didn't have a conscience, and just started shooting and airing the whole place out? Everybody would have been in danger because of Flakko and his mouth and how crazy he talk. He think talking greasy is the formula to make it big. And nah, bro, do a good interview. Sit down, be objective, be non-biased. But I know Kevo gave that man that bag, so he had to stand on Kevin's name and protect Kevo. But nah, man, he think, I guess he think, the Charlemagne approach, if I be disrespectful. But no, Charlemagne has a journalistic approach to everything that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't talking crazy to no crazy street dudes unless they try to threaten him in any type of capacity, right? Like Beanie Siegel now. But anyway, man, I'm looking like, man, this is crazy, man. Like, AD almost got himself in a situation. He could have. He didn't. But he could have got himself in a situation trying to protect Flakko because Flakko don't know how to control his mouth and control his actions. You know what I mean? But he lucky AD was there to keep him safe, man. And I say he's lucky because AD was there because as I'm looking at Flakko's body language and the way he's talking, he's not comfortable with confrontation at all. He's not comfortable with that. If you're going to talk greasy and talk foul and talk slick to street dudes first and talk crazy, calling dudes out their name, calling them a liar, clout chaser, and a fraud, you better be ready to stand on that action. You better be ready for confrontation. And from what I saw, Flakko not comfortable with confrontation at all. Like, he need to stop being so confrontational if you're not comfortable in that environment. He could barely string sentences together because he stuttered so damn much. He was so flustered and so, what they say, the boy was so flabbergasted. Like, he couldn't even get no words out of his mouth sometimes. Like, he was just like, I say, oh, no, brother, you don't need to be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, the problem is Flakko say he's not street, but then he'll call the cops after he talks disrespectful to street dudes. If you ain't street, shut up talking. Don't talk crazy to street dudes. Don't throw stones and then hide your hand. Cut that shit out. If you ain't street, leave it at that. But don't be throwing stones and then hide your hand, man. I don't respect that. You know what I mean? He could have gotten beaten to a pulp or even worse in that situation. Like, all that, man, he lucky that dude ain't hot-headed. He lucky 16SHOTEM is not a hot-headed dude. Because if he would have ran into a hot-headed dude, it would have been all over for Buddy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. Machiavelli Mills TV. Leave the comments in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.